Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Abu Michael Denjuma. I'm your host on Emery TV, and today we are looking at a very trending trend. Yeah, I said it's a trending trend because it's relevant, it's important, it's trending, and it's in the minds of everybody. School or skill? Which do you think can help us out in this current Nigeria? The Nigeria we're finding ourselves, Is it for you to go and do wow boy, or is it for you to go and learn a trade? Is it for you to go to your institution and spend 5 years studying a course that will not be a cost to you, or rather learning a skill that will put money in your pocket and food on your table? With me to discuss these very interesting topics are two Gen Z by my side. We have
Onyekwu success.
and
Who's a gift?
so happy to see these beautiful faces here with me today because the future still belongs to us. Even the present, we are going to make Nigeria proud. Thank you very much. Now, success. Do you think skill is more important than education? That's schooling.
Skill is very important as much as school is. Well, the current Nigeria, the current economy, one need to be skilled to also support your schooling. Yes, school is very, very important. Why? It enables you learn, enables you to be able to read. Even as a skilled person, your acts, what you do, you need to also read to know what you ought to do. But looking at it, every schooled human, even those in high institution now, secondary schools, you see, during their free time, during at their leisure time, there's what they do. They may do it computer wise. For those that are into installations, they also have that period, but they're actually schooling.
Alright.
Let's tell her that skill is very, 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 very important.
Thank you very much. Now, Gift, you are a student, and also I believe you are into the fashion industry. Now, can you help tell our audience, relate to someone that's your age, the importance of combining school and skill? How do you make them?
Okay. Um, School is very much important, and skill is also very important. Now, in our present Nigeria, we need both of them. If, like, sometimes maybe as an apprentice, when you're learning, you see that there are calculations plus and minus. Some of these apprentices, they don't know simple plus and minus, and they want to learn a skill. So because they don't have the knowledge of schooling, they find it difficult to minus. As a fashion designer, you measure somebody, you have to divide, you have to subtract some measurements. Someone who didn't go to school cannot do that, and it won't be easy for him or her to learn that skill. Now, fashion skill is important, and school is also important. I would want to say that in our world today, most of our parents, most of our youths, most of our people in school, they want to rush into school without skills. And our present Nigeria, what can help you out is skill. Skill, if you are schooling without skill, it's risky.
It's risky. It's risky.
It's risky. What if you are out of school and you don't get a job immediately? You're just going back to papa and mama, feeding again from their table, which is not even going to be convenient for a matured youth. So skill is important and school is important. Well, nowadays we see students and school children leaving school 14, 15, and they are rushing to go into school. They are going to JAMB office to apply to take JAMB forms, and they don't have a single skill. How do they want to cope? Okay, if now before you can get to school, you have to be up to 16, and even with that rule, we still see some people that are 14, they are 15, they want to go into school, they don't have a skill. How do they want to survive?
All right.
Even when, sorry, but I know the time is running.
Okay.
when I finished secondary
last
school,
thought.
I wasn't up to 16.
Yeah.
But I had to go and learn a skill. I learned skill, I learned computer, I went into fashion designing. I didn't say, okay, let me force my way through and all of that. Some of all these people, they go and forge their age. And when they get to school, they don't have a single skill. Skill is what helps. Sometimes you get contract as a fashion designer. Maybe, parties in school, this club is doing this club is doing that. This church fellowship is doing this special program.
Yeah.
And then they want to make an attire.
You need your skill.
That's a contract.
All right.
Your skill
All
has
right.
to
Thank you very much. I don't know if you've been conversant with some movies that we watch, especially foreign movies like Western movies, like American movies, and you see most times that because of the high rate or the price that skilled people cost outside country, most persons are handy people. They can do basic electrical work, they can do basic mechanical work, they can do basic welding work, they can do basic carpentry work. Now, how in your own thought can you encourage Nigerians to at least have a glimpse, have their hands on something? What will you say to that Nigerian there that yes, we know you are in 200 level medicine, yes, we know you are in 100 level banking and finance, yes, we know you are a lawyer, have a skill? What can you say out there to Nigerians there that are watching this program today?
Okay, I'll encourage every working, schooled, human student to learn a skill. So something happened in the company where I worked for some time. The man, he wasn't so educated, though he was a driver to one of the senior managers and the rest. But the man did, years back, he did welding. So in the company has a section where they have welding and the rest. So they were like, wait man, tell me, what can you do? What can you do? They were like, so I did welding. I can weld, I can join irons, I can do all these things. They were like, wow, okay, come. They gave him a pre-test. He did the pre-test. His work was good. From the driver he was. Drivers are mainly contract staffs to staff of the company. His CV, there's no BSc to it. But based on his skill, gave him that edge. So whatever you are doing, maybe a barrister, maybe a doctor. I've seen a medical doctor who's into coding.
Yeah.
But you ask, you doctor, but you code well.
Or the doctor code.
Or he's into coding.
Yeah.
He's into programming. He's a medical doctor. When it's time for him to bring his medical ideas or whatever, he comes in. When it's time for him to code, he codes. I've seen a lawyer, a barrister, who is into electrical work. Most of the time when you meet him on site, you won't know he's a barrister. So it's important for everyone to have something doing. I know when I left secondary school, I went into electrical. And today it's happening.
All right. Thank you very much so much. I really appreciate both of you for your time, your contribution and everything. And to share in a final thought, the world is changing and challenges are arising. We can't approach the world and our Nigeria the same way our parents did. There is a need for us to have skills. Things are changing. Intellect is changing. AI is coming. A lot of things are coming up. So we need to arm ourselves with enough skills as much as we can learn, especially to young people out there that just graduated from secondary school. Let's not be hasty to go to university. It's just 4 years. You will still get there. Try and have a skill. Probably learn a practical handwork of what you intend to learn in school. It's going to help you. At least it will bring you to give you an image of what you actually want to learn in school. If you want to be a computer engineer, try and visit a roadside computer operator. Visit them, see a hand-on-hand skills, practice it on, so that when you get to school, when they are teaching you the theoretical part, your brain can be able to reflect back to what you've learned before you enter school. And I know that this is going to help.
And I want to add this. To your schooling, add skill, and to your skill, add school.
That's so fantastic coming from Gift. That's so fantastic. So you hear what she said. To your schooling, add skill. To your skill, add schooling. Blend them together, and I know you will be successful.
You have a nice combo.
So you would have a nice combo, exactly. All right. So thank you very much for watching, and keep keeping in touch with us. We love to see the love you share. We want to see your love in the comment section. We want to see your love by clicking the like icon. We want to see your love in the way you share our posts. We want more people to get educated. We want more people to learn. So you can help us do this by clicking on the share button on your screen. And till we see again, I remain Abu Michael Danjuma, your honorable host on Emirate TV. Peace out.